And away we go. So Stott gets us started. Sturzica comes for it. Takes it in for the first carry. Well met by 3. She's up as far as the 30-metre line is concerned. 50 on the edge of the 30-metre line. It comes to this right-hand side. There's Harris linking with Cunningham. Cunningham rushing round 1. Oh, this is good movement from St Helens. It's with Roberts. Roberts for the line. Roberts for the corner. She's opened the scoring. Just over 2 minutes into the game. Wonderful movement down that right-hand side.
Absolutely brilliant. And they've got to say this is a classic Carrie Roberts St Helens try. We see the ball move from one end of the pitch all the way to the other, going through the hands of Beth, of Zoe, and then through to Cunningham, which has been, Cunningham's skill and her ability to be able to move across the field has been fantastic. So they've got all the hands to get across the field now. They've drawn in the defence. They've managed to get the defenders just to turn their hips a little bit, onto Non-Williams, and then just a little offload to Carrie Roberts. And as soon as she sees that gap, she knows she's putting.
Stott's now waiting for the pass, gets the ball on the left-hand side, feeds it out, Woozy's in space. Oh, this is danger for Wigan. It's definitely danger now. It's further wide. Woozy's back in support. Oh, it's going to be a fantastic try for St Helens. Well, they were given an inch and they took a mile.
That is all down to brilliant support play there from the from Woozy, and we saw then Daniel Bush on the edge. Makes a break. She's passed the ball out to Bush, got a little bit of support. Managed to draw the defender, pass it back inside. And that's what Saints do really well. That support play is super key on the edges, and Saints seem to have it in abundance really. But a really good work to try there from Saints.
So the advantage has been doubled. It's 8 points to 0. This is beautiful work from Woozy in the first place. That pass from Stott put her in all kinds of space.
Again, we see a dummy runner come forward. They've got 2 options out there. Woozy out the back, onto Bush, and then straight back into a winger with the speed. She's just such a talented player.
Jones breaks out of dummy half. She's got support from Roberts. Roberts will run to the posts. And suddenly, out of nothing, St Helens have sprung the trap again. Straight down the middle. Excellent support play. Carrie Roberts for yet another try to her tally this season. It's now 16 tries for the year for her.
I mentioned it at the start, didn't I? I said that she's definitely one to watch. But like you say, something of nothing really, that try. I think it was just a case of battering the way through the middle, drawing in the Wigan defenders, and creating a little bit of an overlap and a bit of tight. You can see Tara Jones is an absolute nightmare at scooting and going. Defence not set. Markers are not set, and that means she just gets a bit of space.
Jones, wide pass right. Paige Travis again, all power, all strength. She's got over the line, and this is going to be awarded. Tell you what, there was no stopping her at all.
I thought she'd been held up then for a little bit, but she's going to twist herself around and ground the ball. But initially, I think she was held up just over the line. So defensively, they've tried to make an effort, but she's a wriggler to say the least, and has managed to wriggle herself down and get that ball grounded. And Saints just seem to be powering up these runs. There's a couple of just one-up runs from Saints. They're getting the yards, they're getting the metres on the ground, and it's great to see. So they see the ball just being passed, through the hands. She powers over.
Whitfield's inside the 30. Last tackle signal. It comes left to Stott. Stott moves it through hands to Woozy. Woozy throws a dummy. Oh, pace galore. Pace to burn. She's right through in the defence again. Second try of the game. And that's the Rachel Woozy that we expect to see on a rugby field.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, a great phase of play there from St Helens. She managed to see that gap in the defence, and it's just as if the defenders had switched off a little bit, turned their hips outwards, and thought she was going on for the pass, for the quick 1-2, but she didn't. She kept it together, and again comes from a great run by Vicky Whitfield. Beth Stott hands in the ball and just passes the ball out to Woozy, sets the dummy, so we twist the hips out.
Controls it. Good hit on Cunningham, but she's away. Fleet of foot as well, straight down the ground, reaches the fullback, gets past the fullback, still going Cunningham, taking on all comers. What a brilliant run.
Yeah, great. And what we're missing there is that support we've been talking about. The support for Saints seems to come at the edges, but not quite as well in the middle. And that's all she needed there was a couple of girls running either side.
Stott turning the ball back on the inside. Jones releasing the pass. Is this going to be a try? It is. Isabel Rudge reaching over the line.
Yeah, that all comes from Jodie Cunningham breaking away through that line, skipping probably 6 or 7 defenders as she does dance through. A bit of a lack of support, but a nice quick play of the ball. Saints got reset, and managed to move the ball through. So you can see here is that, you know, TJ gets the ball off to Stott, and Stott just dummies it, thinks again, back inside to TJ again. We've got the support now from Izzy. Izzy on this inside, and once she starts going,
Jones has Stott out to the right hand side of this ruck. That's where the ball goes. Harris takes over, drifts across to the right hand side. There's Roberts, fires it out wide, and they've got over that line and have scored, it looks. Or have they? Yes, it has been awarded. And I tell you what, she's done really well, Leah Burke, to get that ball down in that corner.
Yeah, Leah's a cracking player, and she looked like she was going to be held up there. She just managed to get over. The Wigan players managed to hold the ball, and she's just slid to the side. You know, Leah's another one of our girls that's a bit of a dual player. She's or was at Leeds Beckett University playing rugby union for them when she was there at the time. So again, both a league and union player. She managed to get herself out to the nines. But here we see the ball again. Saints just throwing this ball through. Carrie Roberts, you know, drawing into defence. She's very...
Helens still looking lively as it comes left to Stott. And Woozy. Good ball. Lovely hands there. Here's Hardcastle. Support on the inside. She doesn't need it. She's brushed away from Sturziker and will sail to the try line. Try number 21 of the season. And that is Amy Hardcastle at her level best.
Do you know what? It's just Amy Hardcastle through and through. That, you know, something that she's been working on is carrying that ball in two hands. You know, and she's worked over it the past few seasons. She got the ball in two hands, so the defence had to really keep on their toes. And then she decided, do you know what? No, see you bye with the handoff. And I'm sure we'll see her classic replay now with the handoff. So again, this is Beth just hitting the ball out. Rachel, you know, she grabs it with one hand, she puts it into there, so it makes the defence feel like she might go either way. She's got support either way too, and she thinks, no, big fend off there, see you later, bye. She's like,
Jones at dummy half, passes right for Stott, Stott for Harris. Harris takes it right to the line. Woozy gets rid of it quickly. Oh, chance here for Williams. Williams will stretch over, and this scoreboard has ticked on again in St Helens' favour. Now 46 points to nil. Williams just holding that ball out in front of her and diving over.
I think Williams made the decision then that try was mine, wasn't it? Because debatable whether she was going to get through that defensive line, had options with Carrie and Leah outside of her, but decided that ball was hers, and she was going through regardless of what was in front of her. And fairly, you know, fair to say that you can see that the number of people on the Wigan Saints scoreboard shows how talented they are. But again, Zoe taking it to the line, ball out to Woozy, who's been pivotal in getting this ball out. She dummies a couple of times.
Woozy's come down this left-hand side. That's where the ball's heading. Little run-around move with Stott. Now Woozy handing on to Hardcastle. Hardcastle gets it back from Bush. It's a superb finish. So intricate, that ball movement down the left-hand side. That was unreal.
Absolutely fantastic. And again, as we've just mentioned, it came from Rachel Woozy coming out of the back and passing that ball on. You know, and that's the confidence in that side. This left edge is just phenomenal and has got some real strength in it. You know, and mostly they're not, you know, they're sacrificing their own points here for the bigger picture of the team, and it's great to see. So now we can see Beth Stott just drawing it in from Shani, back around to Beth Stott, which is a real key play. Out the back to Rachel Woozy, draws the defence, pops off to Amy. Amy draws the defence in and passes out to Danielle Bush. Danielle knows she's not going to make it, so back into Amy, who...
She's covered.
I'd like to see her GPS stats for this. She's done a lot of metres, hasn't she?
Stott. Oh, that's a brilliant kick. What a kick that is from Bethany Stott. Over the post it goes. And St Helens start their celebrations. 52 points to nil is the victory in this one. But more importantly, St Helens, with that victory, have sewn up the League Leaders' Shield. There's that trophy that they've all been playing for. The League Leaders' Shield. Cunningham takes it. Now she'll go across to her own teammates. And the celebrations can begin. Those will make some really good Facebook photos later.
I'm sure, you know, I'm friends with